Hi, this is Heather Mack for GetYourRockOut, and I'm here with Charlotte Hackett. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Not too bad. So we're here at SOS Fest in Radcliffe, and you opened up the acoustic stage.
I did.
How are you feeling about it?
Really good, actually. I came in, I was really hesitant because acoustic stage, metal festival. In my head it was like, this isn't going to work, but it went down really well. It was much better than I expected.
You were playing with, you opened up for Black Whiskey a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was it a month?
It was a few months ago.
Track of time.
It was a long time ago now.
Merging into one. So how did you find?
It was again a really weird experience because I was asked to do it like a day before, so it was a bit like, okay, short amount of time, band that I've not listened to, band that I don't know, but they were the nicest guys, and I got quite a long set for a support slot as well, so it was really good, and they're really lovely guys.
Oh, they are. Interviewed Simon earlier. He's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about you. So you're a solo artist.
I am.
Guitar.
I'm 15 and I'm just kind of wobbling through and seeing what happens. Like, everything that's happened has kind of dropped out of the sky. Like, I've never
You've not set on this path.
Yeah, I've not set for this to happen, but it just kind of has. Everything's just kind of been given to me, which is really nice. Like, I've met so many nice people as well. Just like, I'm surrounded by really lovely people who are just helping me and pushing me and showing me where to go, how to to do it, and it's ending up going pretty well.
Brilliant. So how did you get into playing the guitar originally? 'Cause you're acoustic guitar.
I'm acoustic guitar. Basically, I used to be a lot more into her than I am now, but I'm a massive Taylor Swift fan. And when she was 12, she started playing guitar, dropping off demos at record companies. I was like, well, I'm 12, so I should do that too. Brilliant. So I just did. And then I started doing YouTube videos, and I still do SoundCloud, stuff like that. And there is a recording studio in Bury where under 19s can record for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, where's that?
Edwin Street. It's part of the Met Theatre.
Okay.
And I went along and recorded there a couple of times, and they do an acoustic showcase once a year. Yeah. And I was invited down by Phil, and that was my first gig.
That was great.
And then people who watched then invited me to do my second gig, my third gig, and everything kind of trailed on from there. Yeah. So again, I never meant to start doing live shows. It was very much an internet kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then the live shows kind of appeared, and it was like, okay, that's all right, I'll do it.
Why not?
Why not?
So it's all good. So do you write your own music?
I do.
Your own music, both guitar and lyrically?
Yeah, today I did half covers and half originals because normally my set has quite a few covers in it, and with it being two separate short sets, I wanted to give a bit of a mixture in it.
Two 15-minute sets.
Did two 15-minute sets, so it was quite short. Yeah. So I wanted to give a bit of a mix. And
so how did you go about choosing what covers you? Because you got Pink Floyd, haven't you?
Yeah.
How did you decide about choosing that one?
I wanted to choose something metal isn't really my scene, and I wanted to do something that a lot of people would know, but that there's songs that everybody knows but everybody hates. And I don't think that it's one of those, and I wanted to choose something quite tasteful, and so I went for that. And
cool.
Yeah.
So what inspires you to write your music?
Other music that I hear, things that I see going on around me, things that are going on with me, lots of things really. If there's nothing going on with me, if I'm having just a really dull time, I don't write.
Right.
And nothing comes out. It has to be something that I'm feeling, and that I'm feeling a lot of, to be able to write about it. And it's all quite personal. Some songs are so old now that you don't get the feeling of the personality behind them anymore. But some of the newer ones, they still sting a little bit. There's still a little bit of a feeling, and that's important for me, and that's why I write in the moment rather than months after. So how do you feel playing songs like you say that they've meant something, and obviously that time has passed and you've got a bit older? Does it still bring up those emotions? It still makes me feel things. I'll play old songs and it's really nostalgic. There's something about it that's this is part of who I am. This is a part of me now, even though I see my past self as a different me. I'm not. You go back to it, and it feels really lovely. There's something fuzzy about it. It's comforting, I think.
So where do you want to go from here then? So you're obviously opening up SOS, and not really metal, but the acoustic. I mean, you had a great crowd.
Yeah, it was.
Where do you think you might go next? Have you got anything planned?
I've not got anything planned at the moment. Like, it's been exam season, so everything's been quite dry. But I would like to just be playing as much as I can and writing as much as I can, and hopefully releasing something soon enough. But yeah.
So have you got some stuff in the pipeline for an EP or?
Got some stuff in the pipeline to be recorded, but it's just kind of settling on a list of songs and a group of songs that I love enough to kind of almost like set them in stone and say like, this is how I want it to be, this is the end of how this is going to develop. And like, it's kind of sad because it's like you're putting it to bed completely, like saying like, this is kind of the end of this. I like to watch things change and develop still. Like,
yes, in song wise. So do you do a lot of editing on your songs even after you've written them?
Like I'll do something live, and sometimes I have to cringe at things and then I'll go home and I'll change it and I'll rewrite it and I'll keep rewriting it until I love it, instead of just liking it, and instead of it just being like enough.
But that's good, because you want to make sure that it's right for you and it represents you.
Always.
So how would you describe you and your music for people who haven't heard you?
I am soppy. I'm a bit of a wet blanket. But like, I'm not a very confrontational person, so any anger kind of comes out through writing. Quite emotional. Mellow but emotional. And
that's good, because the emotional will be able to connect with the audience, and I'm sure things that you're going through doesn't really matter on any age when it comes to certain things. Do you feel that there are always certain things that you find easier to write about, or emotions that kind of come out more when you're writing?
I think like anger, definitely, just because I'm quite a calm person. Like I hate confrontation and arguing, so I argue in like a monologue in a way and it's so much easier when nobody's arguing back.
So did you find it cathartic to get it out that way then? Have it out of your system?
I would rather be known as the girl who writes songs about people than the girl who has a go at people, I think.
That's a really, really good way of putting it. So if you could play with anybody, who would you play with?
It would still be Taylor Swift, I think. But there's a lot of bands at the moment that I'm thinking like, I would really like to write with you. I would really like to play with you. Like people like Fleetwood Mac. I think it would be like really fun just to have a jam with. Like they seem like cool people. I would like to.
So do you think you're going to go down more of the route of writing for other people, or would you like to release as your own artist?
I would definitely like to release as my own artist. Like I've been approached by people who've been like, can you help me write this song, or can you help me edit this? And I've edited it and fallen in love with it and been like, I don't want to give this back. I want this to stay as mine. So I only tried it once or twice and I thought like, this isn't for me, because I'm too possessive and emotional. Like I don't write things that don't apply to me. So giving it back to somebody else, it's like giving them away a piece of like something that meant a lot to me, and it's difficult.
So definitely. Well, so watch out for this one, because Big Whiskey has said somebody to watch out for.
Somebody to watch out for, apparently.
So that's a good recommendation. I will leave you to enjoy the rest of the festival. Maybe you'll find some more metal bands to fall in love with. And I wish you luck in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.